Hello, this is James Arthur Ray, the author of the New York Times bestseller Harmonic Wealth and my latest book, Life Unleashed. Strategies for living life on your own terms, harnessing your unique genius, and having maximum impact. Would you like to have those things? I bet that you would. I hope you'll check out the book if you haven't yet. In that book, in the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about what I talk about in Life Unleashed is the 8 adversaries that must be recognized and overcome. We've talked about 2 of them. There are 8 in total. Let me give you one more. Here's another adversary that must be recognized and overcome. It's the belief that your greatness will happen overnight. It won't. It takes time. In fact, a large amount of time. Studies of genius and the highest achievers and those who master their craft prove that it takes up to 20 years of what's called deliberate practice to achieve a level of mastery. 20 years. And some studies say at least a minimum of 10. Now, what that means is that if it's 10 years, you have to devote about 2.4 hours per day, not just in practice, but in deliberate practice. What does that mean? That means you are consistently focusing on how can I improve? How can I improve? How can I improve? Because you see, incremental gains over time bring massive returns. Small things done consistently in strategic places create major impact. Mastery does not happen overnight. You know, Mozart started playing the piano when he was 4 years old. And it took 10 years before his genius ever began to be recognized. You with me? You see, we've romanticized ourselves into this illusion that if I just find the magic bullet or the secret sauce, that it's just going to instantly happen for me. Not going to happen, and it's not working for you. You can buy into that all day long, but I'm here to tell you the truth. Deliberate practice over a long period of time. Not just practice, but deliberate practice, which is defined by the research as how can I improve, how can I improve, how can I improve? A minimum of 2.4 hours a day if you want to hit that 10-year mark. If you want to do it in 20, you can back off a little bit. But in 10 years, you still got to invest 2.4 hours a day of deliberate practice every single day. And guess what? You can become a master of your craft. How committed are you to becoming a master of your craft? You see, you've been given unique gifts, what I call your innate abilities. And what I'm going to suggest to you continuously is that you develop those innate abilities. I've called that innate ability development. If you've been around, you hear me talk about that time and time again. Not just flat personal development. Personal development is how can I grow, how can I improve. That's great. Tremendous respect for that field. I came out of that field. I grew up in that field. But there's a more specific approach of deliberate practice called innate ability development. First and foremost, what's my unique genius, my God-given gifts? What am I good at? And then how can I become a master? And that takes perseverance. That takes commitment. That takes time. It takes deliberate practice. Commit to mastery. That's where you truly live. That's where you set your life on fire with enthusiasm, energy, and unlimited capability. And that's where you live your life unleashed. Until we speak again, stay awake, love life, and be epic.